Survivor Series was the end of a legend, the end of an era. For decades, I've listened to these people ask me the same question every single day. When? When am I going to fight The Undertaker? Well, Taker, the time has come. You and I, we will fight! And we will fight one-on-one at WrestleMania. You see, for decades, you and I have always been compared. You were the leader of the WWE and I was the last remaining soldier left to fight for WCW. The biggest dream match that never happened was Sting versus The Undertaker. This is not about me giving the fans what they want. This is about me taking what is mine, and that is the respect that I deserve. I have waited nearly 15 years to come to the WWE and finish this, but the time has been well spent preparing for this moment. Undertaker, if you do not accept my challenge for WrestleMania, what happened to you at Hell in a Cell and Survivor Series will be the least of your concerns. I will punish you, Undertaker. I will destroy you every single time you try and step back in this ring until you accept my challenge. After I finish you at WrestleMania and destroy the only thing that keeps you relevant, no longer will I be compared to you. I will finally have a legacy of my own and I will finally eradicate you from my life and from the WWE Universe for good. The clock is ticking, Undertaker. I'll be waiting. Well, there you go, a huge message just sent there by Sting. He wants The Undertaker and he wants him at WrestleMania, and he's not going to stop until he gets what he wants. Will we see Sting and The Undertaker at WrestleMania? Man, that's going to be huge if we do, so we'll have to wait and see how that one comes about. Will we even see The Undertaker again? I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. We're here with this week's main event of Smackdown, coming off Survivor Series. We have Emma taking on Brie, the Ascension taking on Gold and Stardust. Bo Dallas and Adam Rose, the Inspirational Express, versing the Primetime Players and tag team action. And the debut of the Lucha Dragons, it's Kalisto and Sin Cara, finally in action. They'll be facing the Miz, and no longer Mizdow, it's just Sandow, and we'll talk about that more in a moment. But there you go, Brie Bella gets a victory over Emma, the Ascension versus Golden Stardust. It is the Ascension, now tag team champions, winning again. Jeez, they've been on a roll lately, haven't they? Dallas and Rose, they do pick up the victory over the Primetime Players, and we will play the Lucha Dragons debut matchup. This is going to be huge for them. It's great to see a new tag team on the blocks here in Universe Mode, and we haven't seen that many new tag teams here on Smackdown. Of course, I guess the Inspirational Express was the last one we saw, but the Lucha Dragons are here, and they're a high-flying tag team, obviously, and they've got the mask on, they look pretty good. And this is going to be very exciting, a very, very exciting tag team. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do here in Universe Mode. And we see the Usos, they're a bit of a high-flying tag team, they're the tag team champions at the moment, so the Lucha Dragons could definitely give them a run for their money, that is for sure. They're coming up against these two men, The Miz and Sandow. It was The Mizdow, but The Miz has decided that for the better, I don't know, what's best for the team is that Sandow becomes his own man and uses his own moveset, trying to, I mean, the Miz and Mizdow, or Miz and Sandow now, they've been a tag team for a while, but they've never really had much success. They've never been able to get together a number of wins in a row to get them in title contention. They've been close and sometimes, but they just have not been good enough. You know, the Miz has been pretty successful, and Sandow is, you know, he had a few highlights here and there in Universe Mode, but since becoming a tag team, they just haven't clicked, just haven't found the right formula of success. Perhaps Sandow moving away from the Mizdow stick that he was doing, you know, copying everything the Miz was doing, maybe becoming his own man again, might be the key thing that they need to get their career back on track. The difficult thing for them in this matchup, though, is they're coming up against an unknown entity. How will the Lucha Dragons do? Is this big occasion, their debut, going to get into their heads, and are they going to struggle in their first matchup, or is this going to be, you know, the beginning of something special here from the Lucha Dragons? But I don't know. You know, obviously Miz and Mizdow, or now Sandow, wanting to restart and you know, hit the reset button and try and get their careers back on track. So obviously this is going to be a very tough challenge for the Lucha Dragons. You know, just because the Miz and Sandow have been struggling, in recent times does not mean that they're not a good enough as a tag team. Both guys as individuals are very, very good. You know, we've seen The Miz, you know, he's had an opportunity for the WWE Championship here in Universe Mode over the limit a couple of years ago. You know, he's had opportunities, he just hasn't been able to take them with both hands and really run with them. But look, The Miz and Mizdow, I just don't think that was the right fit. Now, The Miz and Sandow, something a little bit different. You know, Sandow doing his own thing. Perhaps that is the way to go about it. But we'll have to wait and see. Like, if they win tonight, maybe they will keep going on with what they're doing. If not, maybe the only thing they can really do is split. If they don't succeed as a tag team for so long, you know, do you stay as a tag team? You probably shouldn't. You should probably try and look to do something else. And, you know, obviously Sandow was doing okay on occasion as a singles, and The Miz on Raw was struggling a little bit, and ever since coming over to Smackdown hasn't really done all that much. So both guys as a singles, yeah, they've probably done a little bit better than their tag team run, but certainly they've been struggling for a long time, both of these men, so they need to find their own little way through this bad spot, and perhaps this little minor change may be the way to do it. And obviously the Lucha Dragons, you debut, you want to win. You know, we saw though with the Ascension though, we saw them lose their debut matchup, and they overcame that fine. They had a big debut matchup against the Dudley Boys, and they lost. Oh, skull-crushing finale there from The Miz. Could be over. Sin Cara in trouble. He kicks out. I think there was, no, wait, it may not have been skull-crushing finale. My bad. This, he's setting up for the skull-crushing finale now. Not going to get it, though. I jumped the gun a little bit. But anyways, the Ascension, they lost their first match, and now they're the tag team champions. They lost their first match, but in the space of 4 weeks, they kept winning and winning and winning, and they were able to overcome that and get themselves back in title contention, and they won the titles. So it's not the be-all, end-all right now for the Lucha Dragons. If you lose your first few matches, that's obviously going to really hurt your chances of doing anything big in the short term here in Universe Mode. You want to have a big impact when you arrive. So if you lose your first few matches, you're obviously not going to be in the title hunt for a while. So you want to have a big impression, a big impact in your first few matches here on the roster. So a win over The Miz and Sandow is crucial, but it won't be the death of them if they do not get the win. In comes Kalisto now, and he can definitely move around the ring very, very well. As a nice little head scissors there. Down goes The Miz. Sin Cara, very similar style to Kalisto, probably a little bit bigger in size, so perhaps not as agile, not as quick as Kalisto, and certainly can do a lot of great things Kalisto can. Oh, here we go! Kalisto tagging out, in comes Sin Cara! Bang! Down goes The Miz! Sandow, he's down as well. And uh-oh, no, wait a minute, The Miz puts an end to it. Sin Cara was heating up, looking as though he was going to put an end to The Miz. Oh, big shot there from The Miz. Down goes Kalisto. But Sin Cara there to try and put an end to it. Unable to do it as The Miz exits the ring. Back inside though, changing his mind. And Sin Cara maybe wants to breathe in. And he's changing his mind too. So it's in and out, in and out. And uh-oh, there it is. Skull-crushing finale. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. And there it is. It's got to be it. It's over. 2. No, he kicked out. Wow. Sin Cara kicked out of the skull-crushing finale, keeping this match alive for the Lucha Dragons. And in comes Damien Sandow, who's looking to make an impact of his own. And oh, he's not going to be able to do it with a nice arm drag there from Sin Cara, who's looking very good here in this matchup. So he's being very, very impressive at this point in time. So hopefully he can keep that up for his team. A nice little move as well. Down goes Sandow, who I think, you know, will I rest the blame on him? You know, will he get the blame for a bad run? Perhaps. I think that's the thing. I think The Miz would probably focus the blame on Sandow for any failures that the team does have. Here we go. Sin Cara's got him up with a big powerbomb. A big powerbomb by Sin Cara on Sandow. 2. No, he kicked out at 2. Keeping this one alive. Sandow into the corner. Kalisto wants back in this match. He's going to get there. And what's he got planned now? Is he going to go? Is he going to fly? Oh, beautiful. Right. Oh, forearm there. And he's going to fly now. Nice double team there. Nice tag team work. That's the aim of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Team up. Show us what you can do. Utilize quick tags. And that's really been the key to success here in Universe Mode. And we've talked about this many times here in the series about how well teams that have been able to use that tag team a double team feature into their game have succeeded. I mean, look at the Wyatts, the Usos recently, the Ascension are masters at it, and it's really just been a very clear-cut formula on how to win tag team matches here in Universe Mode. Team up, you know, you've got a partner, use him. And perhaps that's one of the things that Miz and Mizdow have been missing. Perhaps Miz and Sandow can incorporate that into their arsenal of moves this time round. You know, you've got to be very frustrated, though, as the Mizdow, you know, he's never got to be his own man. And I think that the frustration would grow on Sandow, even though, you know, he probably obliged and he's doing this to further his career. You know, when you don't get a chance to express yourself, when you have to report to somebody else and you have to do whatever the hell they say, that's going to grow on you, and that's going to make it very difficult to succeed in that environment. So now he can be himself, you know, he can relax, he can do his own thing, he doesn't have to be fearful of his job. You know, if he gets fired from The Miz, you know, he doesn't have to be fearful of that. He can just be himself and do what he does best. And I think that, for me, will certainly give The Miz and Sandow a better chance for success. Sin Cara trying to break it up. Miz puts an end to it before he can get there. And the knee is still drilling into Kalisto's back there from Sandow. And he releases the hold, but the damage may have already been done to that lower back of Kalisto. And now Sandow might be looking to put him away. Here we go. Uh-oh. There it is. Big move from Sandow. And the reincarnation of Damien Sandow. I was going to say we'll give him a victory. Not going to happen, though. As like we said, we touch on this all the time. The second man is very crucial. You have to try and take him down before you try and get the pinfall on your own. And now Sandow's got Kalisto up again. Big suplex to The Miz. And Sandow definitely looking much better in this matchup than we've seen them in recent times. And now this could be the beginning of something great for this new team. New reincarnation of this team, The Miz and Sandow. And the new team of Sin Cara and Kalisto, the Lucha Dragons, are struggling right now. I don't know what they can do to try and get themselves back in. I mean, Kalisto's got to get the hell out of there. Quick tag now here from The Miz. And Sandow done his part, gets the hell out of there. But The Miz may have got caught, and that may be a bad situation for The Miz and Sandow to be in. But Kalisto unable to capitalize, didn't go for the tag, and now trying to strike down The Miz. And The Miz puts an end to that. So at the moment, Miz and Sandow are looking very, very good. The Lucha Dragons, maybe they've come to Smackdown a little bit too early. Maybe they're trying to bite off a little bit more than they can chew. Maybe they're just not cut out for this tag team division right now. But at the moment, maybe it's just a little bit stage fright. I don't know. But all these different variables that can go into play are certainly hindering the Lucha Dragons' chances of winning in this match right now. I don't know what the problem is. I just think The Miz and Sandow just wanted that little bit more. I think they've got a little bit more to prove than the Lucha Dragons. And it's showing right now in this match that The Miz is trying to prove something to the tag team division. And the SmackDown general manager of Edge, that The Miz and Sandow definitely are worthier of an opportunity for the tag titles in the future. Going for the pin now, not going to get there as he kicks out. But certainly The Miz looking very good. They just have to try and keep Sin Cara grounded. Oh, wait a minute, the counter. Here we go. Beautiful move there from Kalisto. That could be the counter they need to get him back in this match. Not going to happen. As a nice kick out, and Miz stays alive. As Kalisto sent into the corner, here comes The Miz. And oh, what a clothesline there. The Miz almost taking his head off. In comes Sin Cara. He will break it up at a 2 count. Thought for a moment there he may have botched that, but he was in there comfortably to break it up. And here we go again. Skull-crushing finale. Kalisto's down. Big trouble now. But Sin Cara breaks it up again before a count can occur, keeping this one alive for the Lucha Dragons in their debut matchup here on Main Event. And now The Miz sent into the corner. Here we go. Kalisto, he needs to get the hell out of there. He needs a tag ASAP. The Miz went for a dropkick. He missed it. Guess he didn't learn that one in wrestling school as he sends Kalisto into the corner. But Kalisto got to counter it. And back and forth between these two. I think The Miz may want to tag in Sandow to probably finish this one off. I mean, make sure you keep Kalisto isolated, which have been able to do very, very well in this match. That's probably been the key difference between the two teams. That the Miz and Sandow have kept Kalisto isolated, and I mean, Sin Cara looked pretty good before, but Kalisto just struggling a little bit in this one. Big suplex. Can the Miz get to the cover? Can he get the arm? He's going to go for the tag instead. Sandow, here he comes. Bang! Down goes Kalisto. Sin Cara sent down too. And Sandow, beautiful move. Nice suplex. The cover. Big trouble now. The Lucha Dragons in trouble. It's over. The 3 count. There you go. And that's a big upset in my opinion. I thought the Lucha Dragons, their big debut matchup, they would come ahead and win this one and come away with the W, but their first match is not one to be remembered. But as I said earlier, it's not all over yet, as we saw the Ascension bounce back, but we may be seeing the resurgence of a tag team that has been around for a while, a familiar couple of faces are looking to turn things around. Damien Sandow now being able to have his own way and getting a say in what happens in this tag team, and it looks as though the new change has helped the Miz and Sandow get back on track. The Lucha Dragons, they have to go back to the drawing board. They got a little bit of work to do before they try and challenge some other tag teams here in Universe Mode. But now it's time to move on to this week's SmackDown, and what we have for you guys this week is we have Bray Wyatt coming up against Christian. As we know, Christian, this will be his first match here on SmackDown. He's looking to win some matches. Chris Jericho told him, Christian, you need to start winning. If you want a shot at my title, you need to get some wins. You need to prove yourself. And Christian, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to try and do that against Bray Wyatt, the man he faced at Survivor Series. The Wyatt family, the other members of the Wyatt family, will take on the Los Matadors. AJ will take on Paige. Big Show and Rusev will go one-on-one. Bad News Barrett and Dean Ambrose will face off in a one-on-one matchup as well. Dean Ambrose, the IC champion. And our main event, which we've been hyping up on the Twitter and the Facebook in recent times, John Cena versus CM Punk. And we'll talk about that more in a moment. Bray Wyatt, though, he does defeat Christian, so I think that might be a bit of an upset. I thought Christian coming off, a decent opportunity he had at Survivor Series would come in red hot. The Wyatt family defeat Los Matadors. AJ again defeats Paige. I mean, AJ just has Paige's number, let's be real. AJ just keeps beating her over and over and over. Unbelievable at the moment. Big Show and Rusev. It is the Big Show, okay. Rusev, despite losing at the pay-per-view, thought he would come off with some momentum. Not going to happen as Dean Ambrose defeats Bad News Barrett. And we are going to play our big main event matchup. And I want to thank all you guys who went ahead and liked the post on Facebook. We actually had the most ever likes on a Facebook post for this match. I posted a picture hyping up this one a few days ago, and you guys all went ahead and supported that. So I want to thank you guys for supporting that. Also, I posted the picture of this up on the Twitter and on the website as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and post up a bit of a preview for future episodes, so you know what's coming next. So I'll post up like what the big feature match is on the next episode, on some episodes. Oh, wait a minute, Chris Jericho attacking CM Punk before he can even get into the match. His head bouncing off the steel steps, and, well, our world champion making his presence known against the number one contender, CM Punk. And I was just about to get into it, but we will see CM Punk versus Chris Jericho at TLC in a TLC match for the World Heavyweight Championship. And I guess Chris Jericho not using one of the parts of TLC, but using the steel steps instead to make his presence known and send a reminder message to CM Punk. And that may definitely hinder CM Punk's chances in this one. I mean, you're getting your head bounced off the steel steps and getting thrown into the ring and getting attacked from behind. And it's definitely not going to improve your chances of winning, let me tell you that. So CM Punk, not exactly the ideal start he would have liked. And I don't think John Cena would have liked this either. I don't think Cena would have liked to have had this happen to him. I think Cena would have liked to certainly had a fair start and fair opportunity to win all by himself. But let's be real, John Cena, he's been completely out of form. He cannot buy a match at the moment, so I'm guessing that he'd probably take whatever win he can get, whether it's going to be an asterisk next to it or not. I don't think Cena really cares. As another Luthez press, he's just coming after CM Punk right now. Cena has a message to send, and he's looking to send it against CM Punk as he kicks out at 2, does CM Punk there. So Cena, I mean, it's been rough times for him. He was out in the first round of the World Heavyweight Championship #1 contendership tournament as he got beat by Rusev in a huge upset. it's just been a tough time for Cena. He's just struggling at the moment. He's just trying to keep himself going and keep, I guess, being true to the Cena character. He's not trying to give up. He's just going to keep fighting until he does overcome this bad, run of form. I mean, Cena is I believe, a 4-time World Heavyweight Champion, maybe 3-time, 3 or 4-time World Heavyweight Champion here in Universe Mode. So he knows how to win the big one. He knows how to win titles. He knows how to be the champion. He's won the most world titles in the history of Universe Mode. He's been arguably one of the most successful here in Universe Mode. Mind you, his title reigns haven't been all that long in length, but he's certainly proved that he can be one of the best here in Universe Mode. Just at the moment in recent times, the last 2 or 3 months, Cena's been struggling a little bit and hasn't been featured on the show all that much. But now, in the main event of Smackdown, has a big opportunity to beat the #1 contender for the world title, CM Punk. And as the Royal Rumble is approaching, John Cena would have to be one of the favorites if he can start to pick up a little bit of steam coming into that matchup. Obviously, he won't be a part of the TLC pay-per-view for the world title, but certainly the Royal Rumble would definitely be in John Cena's mind, the back of his mind at the moment in this one. And I mean, if he can beat CM Punk, he could be the next world champion as well. So if CM Punk is the next world champion and Cena just beat him a few weeks beforehand, I guess that would probably put John Cena right up in the top of the list of potential contenders for the World Heavyweight Championship. And of course, you go back to Extreme Rules and last year, where we saw John Cena versus CM Punk in an Extreme Rules match for the WWE Championship. CM Punk was the WWE Champion at the time, and John Cena won his first WWE Championship in that match as he hits the 5-knuckle shuffle, as John Cena has had a history of defeating CM Punk a number of times here in Universe Mode as he kicks out at 2. So a lot of history between these two, and most of it in the favor of John Cena. And you go back, they had another match at Vengeance last year as well, where John Cena defeated CM Punk once again. And of course, that was the memorable night where we saw Brock Lesnar make his triumphant debut here in Universe Mode. And John Cena very successful in that night, but hasn't all been much success for him lately, as we touched on, but it's all been success for CM Punk. And he's kind of been the opposite of John Cena. CM Punk's been on a bit of a red hot streak, but he hasn't been able to get going in this match. CM Punk, here we go, attitude adjustment, the AA, and John Cena might just put CM Punk away, and the success over Punk continues as John Cena defeats CM Punk and give the assist to Chris Jericho, because CM Punk never really got in this match. I think his mind was just elsewhere. Probably after going headfirst in the steel steps doesn't really help. CM Punk just struggling to get out of the gates after a bit of a beatdown before the match occurred. But John Cena, he'll take it. He needs the victory, and that will certainly help Cena's confidence in the future. And this situation between CM Punk and Chris Jericho is now heating up. I can guarantee you CM Punk is going to want some revenge very, very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us again for another episode of Universe Mode. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit the like button. Let's try and get 250 likes this episode, and we can get 300 likes. I'm going to shoot for 300 likes, so if you haven't already, hit the like button right now. I'm waiting. Hit the like button? Okay, you've hit the like button, 300 likes, and I'll upload the next episode of Universe Mode for you guys. Thank you so much for joining us again for another episode of Universe Mode. Hope you guys enjoyed the little video package at the start. If you want to see some more kind of things like that, definitely let me know, and I'll try and create some more of those things. Obviously, now we can't do story mode and things like that. Makes it a little bit more difficult, but I'm going to try and overcome that by doing some things like that. So leave a comment, guys, some of your thoughts on this episode, and make sure you hit the subscribe button as well to see more. Check out the forums, BrendenPlayz.com/forums. Keep up to date with everything BPZ on the Twitter and the Facebook and on the website. And that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next episode.